All right, it's November 11th, 2023, 3:03 in the morning, 35 degrees outside. Opening day of deer season. I'm going to try and video blog this one this year. And so I'm up this early because I hunt public land and I got to get there before the other hunters do. My son Connor actually went out last night, spent the night sleeping in the deer blind to make sure that we have the spot. So crazy stuff. Let's hope it's worthwhile. Well, it's going to be worthwhile because it's hunting, and the worst day hunting beats the best day working. But I hope we get some deer this year. All right, more to come. All right, so it's 3:42 in the morning, says it's 33 degrees out there. I'm at the parking lot of the hunting spot. Take me a few minutes to get all my stuff loaded, change into my hunting boots, and then out to the field.
Not sure how well this will show up on video. It's a moonless night. The stars are so bright and so beautiful. I'm at a place we're gonna hunt about before 10 in the morning. There's one buck snorting looking out. Alright, so you probably can't see me. It's about 6:18. It's a lot lighter than it was just a half hour ago. It's kind of crazy. Got a little sliver of moon up to the east. Heard a deer in the thicket and in the grass and stuff. Been beautiful out here. The wind died off about a half hour ago. It's a good morning. I'm not too cold. Most of me's okay. Trying to keep my hands warm with hand warmer. Alright, more later. Alright, so it's 6:52. And we haven't seen anything yet, but it's light enough to see now, right? So I'm gonna give a little pan around to see what the world looks like. Probably can't see it well, so that's what we call the power trail. Got a moat path there, and deer cross a lot. Alright, so there you can see the hunting blind we put up. This is a field of cut milo. It's been various things in the past. Last year I think it was mowed beans, it's been winter wheat, various things. But this year's cut milo. Got this big stand of trees right here. And then the cut milo, and then big grassy area, more trees there. And then we got down our walking trail. Sometimes the deer walk on that trail. This is the cornfields on the other side of the big tree line. So we got the cornfield here, we got a little blind set up there. Then we got the tree line. On the other side of that tree line, we got that cut milo field I was at just a minute ago. Been pretty quiet today. We haven't seen anything. Heard some shots, but nothing around us. So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, a little earlier, a little before that. Out warming up nicely, but there's nothing going on. I mean, Connor's not seeing anything. I've not seen anything. Just nothing. We heard two different groups of shots south of us. One like on the other end of this section, the other one sounded like it was a little further away. Then one shot or two kind of north and east of us, but it's been pretty quiet. Again, haven't seen a deer at all.
You videoing?
Yep. All right, so it's 8:42. Connor got a deer. Nice little buck. Here, I'll show you in a second. I got it probably about 10 minutes ago. He's field dressing it now. I'm just kind of video journaling today's hunt.
Yeah. So this guy, I was back here actually, and I was rattling my antlers, and I heard him snorting. So I snorted back, and he snorted back at me. And then I never heard him or saw him again. Then I walked that way back to the tree stand, and I looked over, and about 100 yards down, this guy was rubbing his antlers on a tree and gave me the perfect shot. So,
Nice.
yeah.
It's not sure if the video is going to show that, but steam coming off the guts. I know, that's lovely. And there's our successful hunter. Or not. That's our ghetto game cart. It's like 9:45. I'm up in our tree stand. Not sure if you can hear the wind or not. Kind of windy. This is the view from our tree stand. Turns out I don't think that location is as great as we thought it would be. Really. I mean, you see out over this sea of, I don't know what it is, prairie grass or something.
is a big trail down there, but you can't really see the trail. The trail's on the other side of that big pile of debris. You can't really see the trail. I thought you'd be able to see it. Now, you can see up here, the ground is pretty nice, except that's behind us. So here I am in the tree stand. Not sure I liking this very much. Probably won't stay up here very long with the wind and just what I can see. I can't see much. Connor took his deer back to the truck. I don't know if he was going to take it into town and hang it or if he's going to come back. It's supposed to be major feeding from 10 to noon based on the salooner table, but I'll believe that when it happens. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Keep hunting though. So it's about 11:30 and things are awful quiet. Really are. We got Connor's deer back to the truck and I think he's trying to decide whether he wants to take it home and hang it or just leave it there in the shade. It's a tough question. And I did see a little 2x2. Well, Connor saw it running through the cut millet field, the cut milo field. And so he sent me up the other side along the cornfield, and that deer came out of the cornfield and just was running like the devil was on its tail all the way across the cornfield. It was probably in range, I mean maybe 200, 250 yards when I saw it and was watching it run. But it was going so fast I decided not to take a crazy shot at it. That's really all we got so far. Really not sure what to do this afternoon, you know? Not sure where to go to hunt the deer, what to do, but don't really want to go home because then I won't want to come back out. So may as well stay here. We'll see what happens. I found this decent spot where I can look down the power trail a good ways. I can pan over this way and I can sort of see the milo field. I look over this way and I can sort of see the cornfield. Not sure if I want to hunt from here because I'm kind of out in the wind just standing here. But it seems like a reasonable spot to see a couple of places at once. All right, so my heart's pumping. I was standing back there where I could see the power trail and the cornfield, and two deer came blazing across the opening there in the cornfield into the tree line here, headed towards the milo field. So I hustled over to try and get where I could see the milo field. Haven't seen any deer come out yet, but that was good. That was good. It was about 11:45, and those deer were running like someone was chasing them. All right, let's take a look. Short sleeves, just my orange hunting vest. If I just had an orange t-shirt, I'd wear that. Who'd have thought, opening day of deer season in Nebraska, November 11th, 2023, and I'd be worried about getting a sunburn. All right, just got to show a few things here. So again, here's our ground blind that we had set up, mostly to prevent other hunters, but Connor spent the night in that. And then this is middle of the day, so it's 1:45 now. And you can see there's my tripod with my fleece jacket and my camo orange hat on it upside down to try and dry out because I got so sweaty. And you can see where I've been sitting, just sitting in the shade, mostly just to stay out of the heat. All right, it's been too warm. And you can see there's our ghetto decoy dead deer cart with piles of stuff by it that I brought out. And it's been pretty quiet, which is not to be unexpected, right? It's going to be quiet in the afternoons deer hunting. It's been real quiet. No other hunters around, no pheasant hunters or anything. And it still beats the best day of work. All right, end of the day, craziness. All right, I had a doe and a fawn go into the cornfield. Shot the doe. Then I felt bad, so I shot the fawn. Went back to get my stuff, came back, and this buck was coming out, looking at him. Went up to the dead doe and started to run away, and I shot him. Thankfully, Connor came searching him out in the trees for me. So I went 3 for 3 on my last shots.
We thought he missed him.
I thought I'd missed him, totally thought I missed him, but Connor came in from the other side and found him. Big blood trail and everything, but sure didn't see anything on the other side. All right, good day. So it's end of the day, 6:58 p.m., 47 degrees. Connor's with me.
Hey.
Got a little crazy at the end. There was a little fawn that come out in the field and then go back into the trees, and that came out, and then his mom came out, and then I thought I spooked him off, and Connor was down having a stare down with a 2x2 down in the woods by the tree stand, and while I'm sitting there kind of walk back to the field, that doe and her fawn were out in the field. And so I waited for a good broadside. Figured whoever showed first I'd take the broadside, so I shot the doe first. Then I felt really bad and the fawn looked lost, so I shot the fawn. Then I walked out to make sure they're dead, walked back to kind of our base area to get my bags, so I had my knife and everything. Walking back out there, and there was a little buck sniffing the dead doe.
and it spooked him, and he started for the woods, and I took a shot. Totally thought I missed him. I mean, he kind of kicked funny, so I thought I hit him, but I sure didn't see anything. Fortunately, Connor went on the other side, came around, and found him. So I got a buck, a doe, and a fawn in 3 shots. And it was a little the fawn is actually a little button buck, so it's not that bad. And Connor got his deer this morning, so we got 4 deer today.
Opening day. Couldn't be better.
All right, so there's the doe. Oh. There's the buck.
Big boy.
Here's the little button buck. And a pile of stuff. All right, last video of the night. There's my harvest for the day. So there's the little button buck, which I'm not super proud of. There's the doe, the button buck's mama. Looking at them through the scope, through basically the setting sun. They were west of me. I couldn't tell the size difference. I thought maybe I had 2 does, and the doe gave me a nice broadside shot, so I took her. And then the button buck was right there and wasn't running away, and that's when I realized it was a little fawn. I'm like, well, I better take him since I killed his mama. And so then I walked back and was getting my stuff and walked out, and this buck was out there looking at these deer, basically. I think he was attracted to him, but once he realized there was a little trouble, he headed for the trees, and I shot him, and he kicked and ran into the trees. There was no blood trail, nothing for this guy going into the trees. But Connor went in after him and found him. He was dead. I had shot him right through the heart, but he, last breath of life took him, the last 50 yards or something like that. All right, those are my deer for the day.